So this is for all of the agency owners out there who might already have an account manager or two or three or a whole handful. And you might be wondering, okay, when is the time to pull the trigger and find another account manager? So this episode, we are going to walk you through some of the flags that we look for when it comes to hiring a new account manager and what you might want to put on your agenda when it comes to hiring.
Welcome to the Happy Clients Podcast, brought to you by Dot & Company. Whether you're a virtual assistant, an agency owner, or a client-facing account manager, we all deal with clients. Lucky for you, client management is what we do best. Now, let's dig in, chat cam life, and have some fun along the way. Cheers to Happy Clients.
I definitely want to start this off on just like a burnout thought. Like, we all know that the agency life is fast-paced, can change all the time. Yeah, so account managers are the front line of your agency. So they can't get burnt out. They can't really be grumpy. So there's so many things to consider when you're looking at more support. And I think that's a great place to start. Like giving them another client should bring them joy and happiness. But if, they're tired and sort of feeling that burnout or that overwhelm, I think that's something to sort of pay attention to and really think about, is this person capped? Do they have the bandwidth to take on another client? I have 3 more sales calls next week. Let me look into more support. Mm-hmm. So I think that's definitely the best place to start when you're thinking about adding to the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So thinking about capacity, and obviously we understand that margins come into this and profitability, but also client account manager happiness. So when you're thinking about this, like think about kind of maybe getting them to 80% capacity and then bringing on another account manager. So if your team is overworking, for example, that is definitely a flag. You need some more support. We see this via time tracking. So if you've been here before, we love time tracking for efficiency. So if you're kind of keeping an eye on your team's time tracking, you might be able to see, is your team overworking? Because that's not going to turn out very, very well in the end. So looking at that for sure.
And although I guess maybe I just kind of preface that like with a very like client account manager approach, but like also not good for the clients. Like clients aren't going to get those emails on time. They're not going to get their daily pulses. A Loom video when they're just like stressed and rushing through it, like it's just not effective. So it is good to pay attention. Love time tracking, of course. Also, side note, because we do love time tracking so much, you can really identify where there are time sucks. So maybe there is sort of this large sort of project management time suck going on your client account manager's plate. Well, let's think about more client account management heavy on the PM side. Like it can be something that you sort of carry on when you're looking to add a new team member.
Taking a quick pause on today's episode to talk to you about the beginning of a referral-worthy client experience. I want to introduce you to our complete onboarding package for digital marketing agencies. So this isn't your first rodeo. You know the client experience can make or break a project. Forget the blood, sweat, and tears that you and your team have poured into a project. If the client doesn't feel as important as their project, you won't land those referrals your business is banking on. But who has the time to baby their clients and promise them the results? The good news is onboarding your clients is the beginning of that referral-worthy client experience and your secret to repeat clients. And in the complete onboarding package, we're showing you how to onboard your clients like professional client account managers. That's us. So what is the complete onboarding package? It is everything you need to know about onboarding. As dedicated client account managers for some of the world's most successful digital marketing agencies, we've onboarded more clients than we can count. We've tried and tested and retested our process to get it perfect. And that is now this complete onboarding package. From the sales call to the launch, the complete onboarding package shows you how we onboarded clients into digital marketing agencies step by step, including the exact tools and templates we use with real clients. You'll get a 24 step-by-step guide, 22 in-depth video tutorials, and more than 18 tools and templates, so you can take action right away, swipe, and implement right into your agency. So if you are an agency, make sure you head over to clientaccountmanager.com/onboarding to get your hands on the complete onboarding package. And like you said, if your clients aren't being proactively communicated with, that's not a good look either. So if you're starting to feel like things are slowing down or communication isn't flowing as it was before, that's definitely a time when you need more account managers in your agency. And another thing that we look for is scope creep. So if your clients' projects are consistently scope creeping, then that might be a time when you need some more hands on deck to be really digging into the details so that, obviously that's not good for profitability, but as you're time tracking, as your team is really like digging into the projects and project managing, if they can really see the whole project, there's going to be less scope creep and things like that. So as you start to see these kind of flags inside the business, that's a time when it comes to hiring another account manager.
And I think the relationship internally, like you can read the room, you know what I mean? Like you will know when these things come up, you're going to see, oh, this, oh, that, oh, and I think even to earlier podcasts, we've definitely talked about this before, client account managers just being yes people and people pleasers. So like really leaning into the knowledge of like, oh, this is kind of not where it used to be. Let me see how I can help. And I think that's really reassuring for account managers too, to be supported like that and to really understand that there's other options out there. You will get some help. Things are going to change. Like those are all good sort of components to a healthy client account management.
So if you have account managers, account manager team, then hopefully this episode helped you to identify what the next step is when growing or some flags you need to look out for when you're hiring. Obviously, if you've been here before, you know what we do. We do tons of account manager training. So if you have team members, we can definitely help with coaching and getting them up to that 5-star status. Or if you need more account managers, definitely give us a call. We can help identify if we're the best fit to help, or maybe we could point you in the right direction. So thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Happy Clients podcast.
Cheers to happy clients.